Uncle Mud back here checking out the pizza oven we worked on a couple weeks ago. Sand. This was really a good find for them. Sand can be 20, 30, 40 bucks a ton in this area. So finding something to make cob out of that's like $6 a ton because it's mixed. It's a mix of different aggregates, which actually makes a decent cob. It's not as fun for foot stomping, but it really works well for building something that locks up. And this is the clay. This was like the first thing that I thought was a little sketchy. The clay in this area is well on its way to compression to becoming stone again. But it is clay. I mean, it doesn't feel like clay, but once you get it soaking and then throw it in a mixer, then it's perfectly sticky, which is what we want out of clay. See, they threw these in the bins and let them sit. And this is like a couple of months of sitting, and there's still pieces of it that feel like little stones, but when you crunch them, that's still clay. So a long way to go. This is a very sticky, very good clay, but has rocks to chuck out of it, or like this. It looks like a rock, but this is clay. It just needs to be broken up and soaked. And so my mixer was lovely for doing that, knocking it apart. Yeah, that one is actually a rock. But if you want nature to do most of the work, you get some 50-gallon buckets here and let the clay soak. You fill them about 2/3 with water, and then you start shoveling the clay in. Break it up a little bit with the shovel, because that makes the soaking go faster. And then just fill it up to where the water is maybe a couple inches above, like up to here, and a couple inches of water above the top of it, and just let it soak. Let nature do the work. I want to check out this oven. Now it's got a really low pedestal, because my clients there like doing things like kind of squatting down, and so they wanted to make this low. I personally like to have things up where I can like work on it at like face level, maybe even slightly higher than a countertop, so I can see what's going on in the fire without squatting. But maybe that's why they're in better shape than me. But this is a mixture of chopped straw and clay from over there, with all the pebbles carefully sorted out of it. We actually screened that, got a little bit of mesh. I made a video of that, I think I posted, and ran it through like a cheese grater to have that soak really well and get creamy with relatively few small rocks in it. And after I left, they came back and coated it with that finer plaster, and it's working really well. It's almost like you could like use this as a cook surface now, if you put 3 stones there, so let the fire come out, and you put a pot of chili on there or something. We do that in Jamaica, where we build the builders next door, working on that house for the last several years, have been firing up the pizza oven, filling it with these enormous roast yams. Well, they're roasted when they're done, and they fill it with these enormous white yams that they roast for their lunch, and a pot of soup on the top of the oven. So here I brought a piece of wood to use as a door. If you're going to use something like this as a door, you can carve it to fit, and maybe even like carve in a little here. This would be the next step here, is to gently kind of carve out a space so there's a notch that it fits into and it rests in to get a tight seal. if you're going to use the wooden door, that's really for baking, not for firing. And you would soak it in water for a couple of days first. You can see you need a couple of strap boards across there that you could then screw a handle to, but that would fit very nicely. And then if you're going to bake, you also would want to make a lid for this, and that could just be that you take a lid from the pot in the kitchen, or another piece of wood soaked in water, or even just take a plastic bag and sculpt a big chunk of cob, like fill that plastic bag with a big chunk of cob and let it sit there, and then sculpt it as a plug that's a little sculpture of a Buddha or something. I don't know. You could put something there, and but make it so that it's easy to grab off, like a little handle. That's a future improvement they want to make. They also want to make like a glass and cob screen wall there, to keep the rain off of this, which is a good idea. Lovely addition to the garden. Look at this, beautiful. I just can't get over this gate. A couple weeks ago we were climbing over this fence, which was kind of drooping because almost to the point the rabbits could get in, because we were climbing over it to get into the garden and into the shade of the peach tree. But now you've got this lovely gate here. Just sticks from the woods. Not even a latch on it yet, because it's just newly minted. Really lovely, lovely space here. Nice to come back. Now I gotta do my work, which is to pick up my mixer and strap it on the back of my Prius, because I'm too cheap to drive my pickup truck down here. So maybe someday they'll make a Prius with a rear deck for carrying stuff that's better than what I've got. In the meantime, have a lovely day. UncleMud.com